What's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the Illest Girls Next Door
You can bump it in your stereo.
on BoominLive.com.
Look, man, it's always good energy. This is Illest Girls Next Door, and I'm Jay Vance.
I'm Receivers.
And I'm Yanni.
And today we have not one, but three special guests. So let's give a round of applause.
3P.
Okay, period. TuSavBrav, Kilo, and Live.
Hey.
Good.
Hey,
How y'all
guys.
How y'all feeling today? Like, what's up?
doing? You know, coolin'. We here.
We here. What does we here mean? You present, you in a moment.
Present in the moment. I like that.
I like
Love
that.
to hear it.
Present in the moment.
What about y'all? How y'all feeling?
I'm a little groovy.
You know, groovy? That's the one.
I'm alright.
So groovy, explain that. Like, what that mean? Like,
For me, like I'm going through. I'm going with the motions. You know?
Heard
That's the way to
you.
do it. Go with the flow.
Heard you.
Oh my gosh.
How y'all day going?
I'm tired of shit. I'm tired of shit.
I feel like I've been up for like 48 hours at this point.
Copy paste. Copy paste what they said.
I had 3 days off from work, and it wasn't enough.
No, I'd be like that.
It wasn't enough. I woke up this morning. Like, who works at 9 a.m. on a Sunday? Like, that's so ghetto.
Get to that money.
That's the Lord's day though.
That's so ghetto.
That's the day you need to do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's ghetto.
But
you
get
know.
you
Every
some
day's
money.
day, though.
Okay, yes.
But get you some money.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
day's
you gotta
money.
be some
There's
money.
a balance. You
but
guys
it's
don't have a
like-
balance?
Nah, get to that money.
No rest day. Sometimes you gotta rest to recharge and
No days off. No days
no
off.
days
So
off.
y'all don't ever burn out?
Come with it.
I respect that.
Gotta
hustle.
get
I
Gotta
respect
come with
that.
it.
You gotta get back to it.
That's
comes with it.
that's something, because I'll sit my ass down in a minute. Only because I've been put in situations where I had to sit down because I was doing too much. Like, around the time when I was doing too much, I caught COVID. And I was like, oh, yeah, nah, I'm wilding.
Now they say that.
Y'all still think COVID real?
They were just talking about how the COVID test can't tell the difference between COVID or the flu. So what does that tell you?
I mean, they did say the COVID was like the common flu from the get.
So
I'm going to tell you, when I had that shit, it wasn't no flu.
the first time.
You had it?
Yeah.
How bad
3
was it?
times.
I had the real COVID. Like,
Real
Yeah.
COVID.
I couldn't smell.
Check.
And
Yeah,
first of
I
all,
had that.
that's how I knew I had it, because I was burning some sage, and I couldn't smell the sage.
Yeah, no.
I was like, oh shit, I got the shit. Then it was like immediately after I couldn't smell, that's when the fever started to kick in. So my fever started out at 99, then it went up to 103.
Damn.
And then I actually came here. We
trying to take you
we
out.
recorded. No, that ass, we recorded. And I was on my way home and I got lost. Like, because I was delirious from the fever.
Sheesh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I got lost and then I ended up passing out in my apartment.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so
I'm glad you're here, though.
Yeah,
Amen.
I'm glad you all
Hell
good.
no, the first
it's
wave
real.
ever was real. Cause I lost my taste. That hurt my feelings. Everybody eating oxtails around me.
It's funny because
Your ass had it like 3 times.
Yeah, no, I really had COVID like 3 times. But like I never like lost like my taste or like my smell or anything.
the lucky
like,
one.
It
Yeah,
was
COVID.
really just a cold. But the last time I got COVID, this is why I asked, do I think COVID is real or not? Because I just find it real mysterious how at once everybody got COVID. Everybody.
With the last variant,
The last
the
one.
Omarion.
Everybody
definitely
got
caught me.
COVID at the same time. Like
I was the only one that didn't catch it that time. The irony. I did not, and I was outside with y'all.
Yeah.
I was with y'all, and I did not
Man
catch that
down.
shit. But see,
That was like around
the
New
time-
Year's, right?
That was around the time when I was sitting down. I wasn't doing too much. The first time I caught COVID, I was hotel hopping just because I could. just because I could. I was going to a different hotel every day.
I caught COVID.
Yeah.
Nah, none of us caught COVID.
No, I
bro.
did.
You did?
I did. But to me, I personally, I didn't know it was COVID the first go around, and then that's when it like the whole breakout happened.
Yeah.
Like, so I didn't know it was. I didn't even know I was going through it, but I just had these. I had chills. I was
So
down.
you was like one of the first people
yeah.
that had it.
I could say when everything broke out,
Uh-huh.
like I was in Florida, touched down back out here, then
Yeah.
literally like As soon as I got out here, the whole symptoms that you was talking about.
Damn.
I'm lighting the blunt. I'm in my car. But the shit, it tastes like, I don't know, it tastes like brown, something brown.
I said the same shit.
Something brown, like, yo, the color.
Yo,
Look, no, I get it.
because when you can't smoke or taste, it was like I was smoking and the weed was going to my head, and I'm like,
Bruh,
I don't feel it though.
I'm not, I lie to you not. And then I light it and I'm trying to, I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on? A lot of you not. I go inside, I crack a little something open. I'm like, yo, you smell this? Now I got siblings looking at me crazy like, yo, bro, you got upstairs boofing. Like, what you just wondering, like, what you just doing that for? I'm like, oh shit, I think I got what's going on outside.
I think I got what's going on.
I was drinking Henny from the bottle, did not taste it. I'm scared.
My mom had me on burnt sour oranges.
That
You
shit
know
did
I'm
not
Haitian,
work.
so you know,
No.
shit. Yeah.
The
What?
burnt oranges,
didn't
that's
work
when I
for
got my
me.
taste back.
It didn't work for me.
Listen,
Now
we
I
Zoe.
did a respiratory
We
steam.
We made through that.
Remember,
That WhatsApp was sending remedies through.
Them
Not
onions.
the WhatsApp.
I know.
Not the
Them onions brought me back.
So I did a respiratory steam. I put limes, lemons, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, and some cinnamon and whole cloves, and I put it in a pot of water and I let it boil.
I need that right now.
And I inhaled it. That's what I did. But the burnt orange did not work for me.
I was fighting for my taste back. I wasn't playing with that.
See, I didn't lose my taste. I was tasting everything, but I couldn't
Nah.
smell it.
Nah,
I lost
I
my
was
taste.
fighting for my taste back.
I was hurt.
all that COVID stuff weird. Like my whole, I was living with my peoples at the time. It was an apartment, and like when they hit, like my family, like, they work in the medical field. They all got it. I was just the only one that never got it. I got tested, got my blood work, never got it. Like even some of my friends, I got sick. When I got sick, real bad. I had a fever. I thought I got it. It was the worst sick I ever been.
Probably had it.
You probably
No,
got
I
it.
got
Probably, yeah.
tested. I got tested. Didn't have it. Just had.
They didn't know which one it was. Like you
Right.
Just had
said,
the flu.
the flu or the
I
cold.
got
Right.
the blood work. They would tell you if you had it, if you were like asymptomatic
So
and all
are
this.
you guys anti-vaxxers or pro-vaxxers?
I mean,
Anti.
that's your choice. Me personally,
I'm gonna
not.
say anti.
You're
I'm
anti?
I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
What about
I'm
you?
on to y'all.
I'm on to y'all.
I'll
right.
get a vaccine maybe years later once it's
don't
been
know about
fully developed.
How many booster shots do we need?
Shit, man.
None.
Like, I'm good.
I ain't
I'm
getting
fine.
that shit. Look, I'm vaccinated.
But
I'm
but
vaccinated.
to kind of like steer the conversation, I knew a lot of artists like during that time kind of blossomed. It wasn't all negative. Maybe they lost their smell and their taste, but they was writing. Like, how was that for you guys during that time when the
your
world was
creative
down?
process.
Man, at first, COVID, it was low key bad because I mean we're not big artists yet. You feel me? So like studios.
Emphasis on it yet.
Yeah. So a lot of studios was closed.
Manifested.
So around that time, that's where I mean, even like regular people, like everyone had to learn how to like
Maneuver.
readjust and hustle on your own type. So me, like I got my own like ended up get my own equipment for my where I stay. Start recording on my own a lot. That's why over COVID I learned how to record myself on Pro Tools. So
Eh?
I mean that's one
What
thing.
about you?
Jeez, really, we was just locking in the stew for real. Like 8-hour shifts, that studio sessions long as hell.
Because it ain't shit to
It ain't
do.
shit to do. No
Once it
distractions.
did open up, yeah, we was back in there for a long time. Yeah, working the whole day.
Blossom. Yeah, I want to say like, I mean, we got different vibes, but you know, we all family though. So, how we go about it is how we go about it. You know, I'm a little older, so I'm more secluded. So for me, the whole COVID thing happening, me being aware of stuff, you know, I'm not really one of them dudes that's, you know, just be lost. So
Right.
I just took it in really. But the whole thing that was going on and content and people having to now show your artistry and everything, like that's where that came out. So what I do? I did little play around things, put stuff on IGTV. We was doing little freestyles, like we started doing stuff like that, like making sure we were keeping the rust off, type stuff. So I want to say, yeah, like for artists and streaming and YouTube and stuff like that, like that was a big moment of like, yo, don't let this so-called shutdown thing stop y'all.
It kind of
Because
helped.
it kind of did help. It
Because
slowed
everyone's on their
everything
phones.
up.
It's going through. So now you just find mad new people to listen
Yeah,
to.
exactly. So it's more so how you maneuvered yourself through the whole thing, showed who you are and the stuff that you talking about. You know, like, so, yeah, I want to say it was really just a moment of grinding for real, honestly.
Okay. Can we get into Live Fast, Dying Slow? You
What's
know, your single that's out. Tell us about that.
Live fast, dying slow, you know, drink to that. But word, it's really any drop I drop, you feel me? It really got something to say to people. Like, it was more so of a mindset, really. I'm trying to also stay in tune with what's hot,
Right.
you know, but also still be me. Because I'm a little older, like I said. This is what keep me in tune. These two, like, they the ones that got the swag, the new everything that's
You
going
talking
on.
like you old.
I was about to say.
I ain't talking like I'm old. I'm just saying, like, if you know me for real and you really know me on the real tip, you'll know, like, yeah, he's a little older than his age, type stuff.
like older
Mindset
soul.
wise, yeah. Soul
Okay,
wise.
so then.
But I
Go
still
ahead.
live in the moment, like you said.
Yeah.
Like, what's my?
You gotta be
know,
present.
So I know my age. I don't try to let that consume me. You know?
Right.
Like, yo, I ain't gotta be old,
Right.
even though I think old.
Right.
You as old as you feel.
Nah. Believe me, we've been through war. So it's just like, yeah. But
Laughing in the
but staying in tune is one thing with music. So that's if you look at any of the greats, that's really one of the things that you have to look into with your music, depending if you're going for longevity or you're just doing it to do it. See me, like music is embedded in me. Like I'm from the choir, I did it. I'm a church boy. I don't know if you mean. I was in church, did it, you know, heavy.
You was rapping in church.
Nah.
Not rapping in church.
I probably tried to make a rap song for church though. I thought about it. Like I definitely did thought about making a gospel rap song before. But yeah, that was long ago.
Yeah.
But word, playing the drums. Stuff like that. And you know, what music is going to now, you know, you just trying to appreciate music still. Even, you know, I'm not going to even talk too much, but
Yeah.
appreciate music still, but with them too, like, yo, content, consciousness, like, you know, don't, you feel me? Music is powerful, just like how Triple X, RP, like the stuff he was talking about was real. Like, so understand the energy you putting out in it. So,
Right.
So, you talk a lot about, you know, about your age and you being older. So I would assume that majority of your musical influence come from like late 90s, early 2000s or earlier than that.
no, not really. Like, I'm a fan of music.
Right.
So if it sound good, if it hits, like, I take music, I break it apart. I take time and I'm listening to your beat and I'm like, oh, this beat is ridiculous. Then I probably listen to it the fifth time and I'm like, oh nah, cuz talking. 2 times I'm listening with a different ear. So there's been some tracks I heard Uzi go off on.
Right.
And then I still don't like him. Like, that's not my top tier. You know what I'm saying? But there's music that I like that he produced that's good, top tier.
Right.
Does the older influence me? Yes. Because, you know, that's coming up.
Yeah, what you grew up on.
You know, I grew up on. So, but music also transcends, it transforms. So
Right.
I'm also hip to that.
Okay. No, the reason why I ask is because like there's so many different sounds
It is.
out right now.
Right now,
Just in hip hop
lot of
itself.
lanes.
Like
Yeah.
you got your New York drill, you got your Chicago drill, you got the Detroit niggas, you got the West Coast. It's
That's just
it's
drill.
that's just drill. That's
Everything's
all
drill right now. I just
drill.
wanna say,
It's
a lot of
all
stuff
drill.
is drill right
That's just
now.
drill.
So it's like,
There's way
do you
more
feel
other
like
stuff, too.
there is longevity in that?
in the drill music.
And drill?
That's a great question.
No, definitely.
Honest opinion? For me, no. That's an honest opinion, personally. Can I be wrong? Yes, we'll see. But look at what's longevity. Look at what's here that's been there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Look at the ground is built different. You feel me? And we all know, you feel me? Like a sturdy crib is built off some sturdy stuff. Not flimsy here today, gone tomorrow stuff. So, and what stick that long that lasted in us was the content that them artists that we heard our parents, older cousins jamming, and what they talking. If you really listen to them, their music was really, they were talking some real stuff. Whether it was, for me, imagery or literally talking about a real moment. You feel me? Oh, a moment where a fuck nigga did something, or a moment where a girl did some bullshit. Like,
They just made it sound better.
They made it, yeah.
exactly.
But now that I got older, I'm listening to it like, this girl is talking about
when
getting real.
Yeah.
And it's so melodic.
Oh, nah, this. Oh, I remember this girl. She did that to me. This exact lyric that this person just said. She did that.
Nah, it's funny that you say that.
It's everywhere.
Music is powerful because you young jamming to it. You get older and you like, damn, mom, you was in your bag.
You was in your
My
bag.
mother bumped that Mary album.
Yo, I started listening to Mary more after Power. You know, I started listening to, and I'm being around respect.
My mom was
I
big
just
Mary.
sat down and like really listened. I was like, oh no, I see why she icon now.
I see why
I
Mary J.
respect
Blige is that.
And then like I
Why they
asked
got
my
her
mother.
playing right now.
I asked my mother like, yo, like, what was going on around that time? Then I started putting two and two together. I'm like, oh, my father ain't shit. That's crazy. Like she was bumping this album like this. But I heard in response to our last question about the drill music, I heard you guys say no as well. You want to elaborate on?
Yeah, like he was saying, like if you look at like the people that done it, the greats, like it's you have your bread and butter that you stick to.
Yeah.
But it's a certain point where you got to transcend past that point. You like, on my fault. You look at Kanye West. He comes out with a different sound in the album every time he comes out with an album.
He go like literally. You don't know what to expect.
Wayne.
Or Jay-Z, he has a certain sound that you expect from him, but he always changes up his production with the beat sound like. Or who else? Kendrick even. Kendrick always, he's talking about something different.
I'm waiting on
Ain't
Kendrick.
dropping.
I'm
May
waiting on him.
13th.
Oh,
Don't
he's
talk
dropping
to
again?
me.
On May 13th.
Thank God.
That is a holiday.
Thank God.
Phone on Do Not Disturb.
Album
all
listening
day.
party.
Thank God.
Like
Invite
Dirk,
me.
like Dirk, even Dirk right now, Dirk going crazy. Like at first it was a little when he was going crazy with the drill, it kind of died down. He came back crazy when he started doing the melodic.
It's the rebrand.
You said that. You've been saying that for the longest.
Yo.
I agree with that.
It's a balance of, obviously you have to stick to what's unique to you and your artistry, but you gotta give the people what they want a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you gonna get lost.
Facts.
Exactly.
But Dirk even said that in his song. He like I can't say it from verbatim, but he was basically like, my niggas ask me why I keep singing. He was like, why you think I got all these cars? Like, cause me singing is, you feel me, bringing the money in.
And it's a crossover thing. Like he's doing songs with Summer Walker, and Summer Walker has her own separate audience.
He trying to get the ladies.
He even did with a country person.
Yeah, the country
that
song.
song is
Broadway
hard.
girls.
That song is hard.
It grew on me.
Like I told you, I be loving music. So when I see stuff like that and it actually go well, I'm like, you're trying.
Those are risks.
You're trying, and that's what I like, because that's what we've seen artists do before. Like they tried different things. Shoot, y'all said Weezy. Like we seen him try to do rock.
Yeah.
Nah, he woke up the rock in me.
And low key, I would
Hell yeah, skateboard.
Skateboard. Yeah.
I was skateboarding.
We gonna talk after the show, cause you know.
Skinny jeans with the Vans. Like this was a thing.
Skinny jeans, low key got five.
I'm telling you, like he.
Low keys.
If it wasn't for Wayne, it wouldn't be. He said it.
Nah, he definitely
He
woke
said
up
it.
the pop star in me. Him and Nicki, we can hit the knockout. That was my shit.
my shit.
My shit. Nah, I love that era. But I just like, you definitely gotta just.
That was definitely like
It was an
walking
era.
the high school era.
You know about a good era that.
Oh, you was in
in
high school then? Oh yeah, you is type old.
Oh damn, I said too much.
No, you weren't risky about the same age.
You calling Rissy old?
Go to hell. Go to
No,
hell.
seriously. Cause he over here talking like he fucking 30 or some shit.
I thought he was the way he was talking.
No.
Well, shit, we the same age then.
Don't say that.
Nah, but I was saying,
Still a
I feel
young
like
man.
a good era that kind of like impacted a lot was Wiz Khalifa.
Everybody had a Wiz patch.
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
Like
Yeah.
the patch,
have
the
a
it was something else too. Like
Taylor Gang. Taylor Gang.
Black and yellow,
That
black and
was
yellow.
more recent. That was more
What?
recent.
What?
He had a whiz pack.
I ain't
You had a Wiz patch? Look, I had a Whiz patch
Said he had a Wiz
unintentionally.
unintentionally.
Unintentionally
Fucking
because
patch.
I had dyed. I had a bang, and I dyed my bang pink. But then the color started fading, and then it turned blonde. So I was like, "Oh, I got
See
a Wiz
that
patch
2010 era, that
couple
09
years
to like
back.
maybe
That's a black yellow,
2015 was
black
kind of like
yellow.
very emo-ish for the black community, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Cause RXD, I don't know.
I loved Paramore.
Skateboard, you feel me? And I feel like certain artists in the hip hop community that open doors, like Wayne and stuff, like we saying, like I wasn't listening to rock if he wasn't. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like now, what is he getting? Who is he influenced by? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it became that. Who is he collabing with?
I think that allowed for artists to just what's the word I'm looking for? It allowed for them, be a lot more creative and not be in this box and be so.
Starships is
Yeah.
Nicki's biggest selling song.
And it's a pop song.
Yeah.
That's her biggest selling song. And
That song was crazy when it came out.
It's one of those. It's one of those. So I think that whole era just really allowed for different artists to come up, like Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion and all of them, to really express like, all right, I'm doing hip hop, but I'm not going about it the way that it's been going about all of these years. Like
Juice WRLD.
it was because during that era, that was around the time when Nas was saying hip hop was dead, and it wasn't. It was just reinventing itself. And I feel like that's the thing that a lot of people. I would say a lot of the old heads are like kind of afraid of. It's like, yo, you're a legend. You had your time. Let us shine.
There's a new language in the world.
They don't like change
Yeah.
at all, and it's so sad.
We don't speak the same language y'all spoke in the 80s. It's a different, everything's different.
Broken glass everywhere. Yeah, don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. Like
This is a certified hood classic.
I had a whole sweater about that.
But with the influences that we're talking about, are there any like influences that you guys had growing up that influenced your music? I'm talking old school, not new school.
Old school?
Any old school influences?
I mean, I was born in 01, so.
Okay, but what as far as your old school in your category, you know what I'm saying?
I say
Don't do
old
that.
school. I
Don't
always
do that.
fucked with Andre 3000.
I'm sorry.
I always fucked with Andre 3000. Does 50 Cent count?
I love it.
I mean, is he really old school? He not 90s. He not really 90s.
Yeah, it's old school.
He a little old.
It's
He's a
over,
throwback.
It's over 20 years.
He's a throwback.
I think anything over 20
definitely
years.
a-
I wouldn't say old school.
50, like the Andre 3000.
Andre's a fave of mine.
Old school.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know.
What?
They
What
really
you
got
think?
too many.
Throw a female in
Female?
there.
All right, if he was born in 01, he probably didn't really start processing music
Music,
till
yeah.
like 4 or 5, which means
thinking.
that was like 2006.
I said his version of old school.
I mean, but you get to look back.
Right.
You get to go back if
You
you
do
search.
get to go
Like,
back.
it's certain, like,
If you
'cause, like
search.
it's certain songs. It's like songs that I know, but it's not like
what's
certain
the
So
song?
those are the songs that's
Like,
throwback.
Shook Ones.
To him, right.
Okay,
Shook,
yeah.
no,
yeah,
Shook
yeah.
Ones,
Okay.
that was before I was born.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
classic.
like,
Okay, so you're not
if
too
you
little.
search for it, if they anybody that tries to get in touch of what where the ground,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, the groundbreaking things
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
like, then you'll receive like that knowledge.
Right.
But if you following the flow that's going on in the midst right there, like you're just gonna be not gonna go ahead.
I was just saying, a lot of the music today, if you pay attention, is recycled. A
Oh,
lot of it.
Yeah. Now because a
lot
lot
of
of
it.
people
Especially with the drill
can't
music.
It go through phases.
Be creative.
they can't get too creative
I'm just like,
anymore.
you'll
So
see
now they're
it.
just going back and remaking
It go
things.
through
Yeah.
it go through phases like sampling, like.
I still need to sample something, to be
Those
honest. Like,
I love a
Right.
good sample.
Like,
I'm
and
not
that's
even
my
gonna
thing.
lie.
I don't want to waste my
love a good
time
sample.
Nowadays
with
stuff,
like
nowadays
playing with
samples,
another
2000
beat
stuff.
and not have like that expectation there.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I've never really like stepped foot on a sample yet. Even though, let's say, a beat that I picked was a sample. Like, I didn't.
Who would you sample?
You probably got a whole archive of songs he sample.
Nah, this mad stuff I could sample. Like, and to be honest with y'all will see how my mind is crazy. Like, I'm Asian. I would sample a compa song.
Okay.
Like on some. I'm about to go island vibe.
Yo.
But like,
I would
rap
really bump that.
on some savvy type thing because that's we keep it savvy. We could get hard and talk this that, but now it's experiences. That's what life is about. So it's growth. So it ain't always gonna be that.
Your influences.
Influences? I mean, not really. I don't have any from like the back in the day for real. More so now, like G Herbo, Kodak.
Kodak.
Yeah. I could even say he's an influence.
I like Kodak.
Yeah, Kodak, yeah, for sure.
If we could separate the artist and the person in that situation, like I just feel like he is so
Creative.
He's genius.
No,
he is.
He's a genius.
He really
basically.
is. He
Yeah,
really
he's-
is.
Like,
He's not underrated. I don't know.
No, he's not.
He's underrated.
It took me a while to listen
I
to
feel
his
like
music.
they finally give him his credit.
No,
I didn't know he was that young.
Honestly,
Kodak is a baby.
I didn't know he was 24.
honestly,
He's a
I know he's
baby.
young, but I didn't know he was
Underrated.
he's not underrated. Kodak, like.
Even in the
I don't know
He
if
was
he's
16 when No Flocking
understanding. You feel me? I don't know if he's really understanding his position, but you got to understand how young he was getting on, and I'm pretty sure he knew his
potential.
his potential, his
Yeah.
aura that he gives out amongst people. Period.
Yeah.
Coming up, like he knew he could draw people in. Like I'm not trying to say it in a cocky way, but like
You're
a star,
Leo.
he shines.
Yeah.
He shines. Like
Leo.
you're meant to shine.
When it comes to Kodak, it's so crazy because like when you see like Kodak and like publicity and stuff like that, it's not the Kodak that you're listening to.
It's not.
That in his music, like,
It's not.
and even when he made it was I can't think of the project name, but I think it had like Cradle to the Grave, From the Cradle somewhere.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that album, he literally talked his fucking shit.
Real shit.
Like, I'm like, yo, listening to Kodak music, like, you know it's Kodak, but that's not really Kodak, because that's not the Kodak I be seeing in public, because you be wilding. Like, every video that's on the
still
internet
young.
with Kodak,
That's what
he be
I'm saying.
bugging.
He's still young.
I mean,
You
that's
finding
why-
yourself in the spotlight, I think that's different. Like even, don't get me wrong, Chris Brown, like certain artists, when you grow up, how long has Chris Brown been? Since he was 15, 16?
So it's been like 17.
You're growing up with the money, you're growing up with the attention, you're growing up like it. You probably get lost in it.
Yeah.
No cap.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? That's so much to handle for somebody so young. So it's like you gonna make your mistakes in the spotlight, and it's
Dying to
either
Live is what it's called. Dang,
That was
shit-
the project.
Yeah. That came out in 2018.
That's what I'm saying. No Flocking.
But that's
When
what
he
I think-
released that, he was like 16.
Then he come back out, and then wasn't he locked up and he came back out for
Yeah.
that drop?
I was locked up.
So like you gotta understand, like he really like the attention he was getting. To be honest, I think he already knew that. Like he already knew the sauce was there.
yeah.
It's really controlling it and understanding the power behind it. Like so, it's just like that scene in Spider-Man when he told him, with great powers comes great
great
responsibilities. Like real rap. He ain't know his potential. He didn't know really what he had in him.
That line hit different.
So now it's
when I'm
like,
older.
And now that I'm older, at 8 years old, it didn't do nothing for me.
yeah, exactly. So now getting pardoned, like getting out of the certain situations. I would hope like now, like yo, you feel me? You one of the top zones. That's what we saying out here. Like, you feel me? You one of the top zones out
What
here.
he said,
TZ, top
Z
zones.
TZ,
top zones. You feel me? It's a lot of it's a couple zones out here that's putting on for real. So, but
So shit, no
you
shit.
feel me? Like he one of them dudes that we see like, yo, you're doing that. Like, keep that position, type shit.
Yep.
But also move in that manner too. Like, don't be on. I'm not trying to tell nobody to be on no shit. Like, you feel me?
Don't embarrass us. As a
I ain't
whole.
embarrassed.
No, wrong way.
Disease, right?
Wait, what I missed?
No, I was saying Kodak be on bullshit.
Oh,
Nah,
go
he
back.
wildin'. I ain't gonna lie, cause he wildin', but he's Z, so.
That money on Instagram.
But what
That's
about-
fake money. That's prop money.
I was still mad though, cause that money he was throwing off the boat. I said, no, I need that. Anyway,
It's prop money.
where do you guys see yourselves musically in the next 5 years? Sheesh. Come on.
5 years, next 5 years. Definitely, I want to say banking. off of it on the back end.
She picking on me on the paint.
You know, it's now the rap game. You don't need to have fame to make bread, and I hope people know that. Like, you don't have to be that headliner. If you set your business up right,
Business.
you feel me? You can make your bread all through, and that's one thing that we're really worried about. I mean, I could say that's what I'm really worried about. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
If they want to be in the star, dogs, take it. You feel me? I'm behind you.
No, that's what it is because I don't know. We had opportunities to do other things before, but it's more about understanding the steps that it takes to owning your stuff and what you got to do, because sometimes you might have an opportunity you shouldn't take it just because of the name that's attached to it or what you think you might get at a certain level of clout, or like, oh, he's working with this person, so I should
do your due diligence. Put your work in.
Put your hours in.
Put your work. I ain't even trying to jump in off the jump like a lot of people. Nah.
It's no shortcuts.
It's so interesting that you say that, because like literally right before I came here, I was having a conversation with someone who's an artist as well, and he was telling me that he feels that a lot of the issues, and this is something that he went through within different artists, trying to get into the industry or in the industry, is that they get too lost in like the artistry and the love for it that they forget about the business part of it, which is really important. So do you think like there's a balance? Like, do you think it's important to have a balance, or do you think it just has to be all business? Like,
definitely a balance for that.
I feel like it got to be strategy.
It definitely strategy. If in structure, so balance. You're right, and the balance goes to like your structure.
Yeah.
So when you're building your foundation, your structure, you need to make sure you have each and every role set. Like, you don't want to put too much weight on the artist. You feel me? Your artist shouldn't be playing manager. This is what
and we've seen that a lot of times.
That's everywhere.
Hate it.
That's everywhere type stuff.
They like being shambles.
Your artist shouldn't be playing manager. Feel me? And the artist should really be an artist.
Just
so
the artist.
So the manager shouldn't be playing babysitter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody's on the same page, this thing could push. As long as, you feel me? If it's hitting, content good, you do your job, I'm doing my job at 100%.
Yeah.
Who's to say we're not gonna move? I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen off the jump, but who's to say we're not gonna move?
Right.
So that's where, it should be a balance type thing. You have to worry about the business side of it, unless you don't give a fuck about the business side of it.
And you
then
just
my
wanna make
nigga,
music.
do your thing, make your music. Feel me? If it so happens that, off the level, which happens a lot, I don't know.
So then it's like, if you're just doing the music, just because you love the art of it, is it really a hobby? Like, can you make a career out of just doing it out of the love, or is it just a pastime at that point?
If you're making a career, then you're trying to make it a business.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, I feel like being an artist, just in general, at some point, especially if you start to blow up, is gonna turn into a business. Like, I'm not an artist, but we interview a lot of artists, we see a lot of shit, and I feel like when it comes to being an artist, you're gonna fall out of love with it because it's gonna come with a lot of good shit, but it's also stressful. You gotta do tours, you gotta do shows, you gotta make content, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and if you're really blowing up, like, there's other ways to get money, so like, it's not just gonna be about music anymore too.
That, and you want to be in control of the direction of where your music is going, because it's like, if you're just doing the art and you let everybody handle things, you can be on your ass tomorrow or next year when the show's over and everybody's getting paid out and you still in the same spot. Is it still gonna be for the love of music?
Right. Like, even though we're not artists, that's something I found myself, like, transparent moment, that's something I found myself struggling with just this. Like, I have a passion for media and broadcasting and podcasting, but at the end of the day, we need to be getting somewhere. Like, we need to be successful in all terms. And it's like, I don't want to get too lost in the financial aspect or the business aspect that the shit is not even fun anymore. It's just a job. Because right now it doesn't feel like a job. I actually enjoy doing it. But it's like, I don't want to.
Structure keeps it
like,
at that.
It gotta
Structure keeps it at that.
strategy, and consistency.
Yeah, it keeps it at
Like,
that.
I think we have a good balance, because other days, we are stressed out, putting in work, and
Right.
we don't even talk to each other for the whole event. And at the end, we like, okay, we got it done. We did it. You know,
That ass. We
we be stressed out.
Talk the whole like yo, the VMAs. Did we even have regular
Yeah, Rissy,
conversation?
yeah. All right, do this, Jada. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't think we
Yana,
had
do
regular
this.
conversation amongst each other until that shit.
Till
was
we went to go
over.
eat.
No,
And then it was just
literally.
like, yo, I swear, like, being under pressure is just like, when we went to Ohio, because
Oh my
we did
God.
All-Star Weekend, it was like a rush because, like, shit just keep happening. More interview.
The most
like,
blessed-
It's like you can't relax yourself. And then it was over. I'm like,
We was the last group to show up. And then one of the last group. We was one of the last ones. It was a lot of people there before we got there. But we was the last group to leave.
Yeah, we was out there.
And they were packing up. Everybody was packing up. And we like, yo, can we get an interview? Can we? Nigga, I want to eat. No.
we was interviewing for hours.
It's the team telepathy that I feel like every team should have. Where it's like when you're
Now we
doing
putting this
business,
work in.
we be talking to each other in our head.
Yo,
Like,
yo,
okay, it's having that team that makes it, you know what I mean, a lot more easier. Like you said, the artist shouldn't be doing everything. There's teams. Everybody got that, you feel me?
Everybody got their
If we put in
roles.
100%, it's going to get done. And we can talk about it later.
So,
yeah.
You know, we got a little segment on Illest Girls Next Door, but all of y'all got it.
Oh, yo, I was going to say that. They all got it.
You too.
What?
Yeah, I see.
What happened?
You were trying to be in the cut. You like, I'm at the end. Don't nobody.
Look at you.
Got a segment of what?
So, we got a segment on Illest Girls Next Door called Dirty Laundry. And Dirty Laundry is where you share a secret with us. We don't do no indictments. We don't need names, dates, nothing.
Do not get yourself
you
in trouble.
You could
Don't
change
do that.
the name of whatever. So it's basically when you tell us a secret that most people to nobody knows. It could be something that you've been through, something that you witnessed. Yeah, and make it juicy too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get an example, Johnny, so they could get a drink.
We got
I need
people
it.
climbing
Yeah, I
out
need it.
windows. We got people getting head on their mother wedding dress.
Oh, this one person pissed in a bottle and gave it to their
Give it to their friend. We got girls getting fingered on their period. We got a lot of things going on.
This guy fucked this pregnant girl, but didn't know she was pregnant, and then she invited him to the baby shower.
That's top one right there. That's one of them.
Did she accuse him?
No, she knew it wasn't his.
Oh, okay.
She invited him to the baby shower.
I'm just saying, like,
father.
did he
go?
Did he go through any, like, oh, this is yours?
Nah.
All right, man.
We never got the updated story on if he went.
We didn't.
So, Dirty Laundry get, dirty laundry.
A little spicy.
Little spicy.
So, I don't know who got their story first or who want to go, but let's talk.
So, shout out to Bel Air.
Ain't no shout out to Bel
They
Air.
ain't paying us.
They ain't paying us. We ain't getting nothing from Bel Air.
Nah, you right.
Unless y'all wanna
This should
pay
have been
us.
Babaku. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Babaku.
No, that shit is the devil.
Shout out to Scotty. Shout out to
I
Scotty.
know about it.
Shout out to Scotty.
Shout out to Scotty.
Scotty had us on that Babaku.
Yes, I was
Oh,
there.
Scotty Too Fly?
Yes.
Oh, my
We
soul.
was at Scotty
You know what
crib.
Shout out
And
to
he like,
Scotty Too
try
Fly.
this.
What he
I'm like,
say?
Scotty, what the fuck is this? He like, the crease.
Nah, they need to sponsor him.
Shout out to Scotty Too Fly, Big Crease, you heard?
That big Babaku.
I mean, we gonna think, we gonna.
Wait, hold on. He
make
said
this
it make you go. Buzozo.
I don't know what that
That's Scotty. No, that's Scotty.
Scotty's
out to
energy
Scotty.
be like amazing every time.
We could be in a
and I ain't
bad
gonna lie,
mood.
I don't be knowing what Scotty be talking about.
I swear to God, everything is creased, but it makes sense.
But it makes
That's
sense.
why it's creased, because it just, I'm like, all right.
Krisha come cuss.
Yo,
I remember all his quotes.
Yo, I got y'all doing laundry, bro. My laundry's always cool.
Yeah, we gave y'all
He said my laundry's always
I keep
clean.
my laundry.
It's always a sock.
Oh, and you missed the sock.
It's always a sock.
You missed
that
the-
socks. is
You missed the
lingering,
polo
that sock
draw.
is gone out.
You missed the polo draw.
No. Polo draw.
It's a pillowcase. You gotta clean your pillowcase some. What's up?
So listen, let us know. We here, we talking. Let's get it.
Hold up, I need to sit for that. I feel like I'm gonna hear something crazy.
It's really dirty though.
You said we don't got names.
What's really dirty?
No names. If you got a story to tell, you can change.
It could
the
even be
person
somebody like you, something you witnessed off somebody else. It was just crazy.
No names, no dates.
I ain't witnessed this. If you know, you know.
If you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
Ayo.
Somebody got drunk and shitted where they wasn't supposed to shit.
Oh my God, where?
I'm not speaking on it.
Can you say where?
Can you just say where?
Can you say where?
On like,
Where did they shit
I just need
at?
a
like
where.
they made it to the bathroom. That's all that matters. They made it to the bathroom.
The whole way?
But they ain't make it to the toilet.
They shitted in the tub?
No, they made it to the toilet, but
The spooky.
but let's say the seat wasn't in place where they.
I guess it
don't know
wasn't
who y'all
up.
snitching on.
So it didn't go in the toilet bowl.
They made it to the toilet. They didn't
Loose
go in the
booties.
toilet. They
Loose
didn't go in the
booty
toilet.
wop. What they
Wait,
eat?
like,
I don't know what he was drinking.
Damn.
What he was
Can't
drinking.
make it to the toilet? Dang, shout out to my man. So he
So
good.
who cleaned? He cleaned it up.
Oh, nah, you got Haitian parents. Of course he cleaned it up.
Oh, I'm trying to be Nick with a
Please, dog. Y'all getting too direct with the
Shout out to my mans though.
that ain't my man's, dog. That ain't my man's.
That's crazy.
That's not my man's
you
right
know,
now.
the minute my advice is the minute your stomach start bubbling,
That
don't
right.
go ahead.
Don't hold your shit for nobody. I
Go
heard
sit
that.
on the toilet.
Yeah, bro. Don't hold your shit for nobody, man.
That's
They ain't
like
gonna
that.
be with you when you constantly.
You got it.
Feel me? When
You
you're
got
50
two
and that
more
shit
daddy
can't happen no
laws.
more.
Let it out.
We're not gonna say no names.
No
All right,
names.
so
you know.
if you know, if you know, you know. So somebody threw a party,
Okay.
right? Somebody threw a party, right? Somebody was fucking with
Alright,
shorty.
so what about
table.
name them
Oh, my fault, my fault.
Princess and Angel? or something?
Okay,
Alright,
Princess
so-
and Angel.
Alright, Princess and Angel. No, Prince and Angel.
Prince and Angel, there we go.
So Prince threw a party, feel me?
Okay.
Angel came to the party.
Angel the girl.
Angel the girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Angel did some things with Prince. You feel me? Prince knew what it was. Prince is just like it's
a
mad
party.
bison, mad fun or not females, women around,
Okay.
women around. So,
I like that. I like that.
It's a lot of women around. And Prince isn't obligated to anybody.
Right.
So Prince does his thing with Angel. He goes back to attend to the people. at the
Okay, so
party.
he mingling,
He
parlaying.
parlaying. So Prince is trying to keep the party under control. He sees a lot of people outside his house. Prince goes outside. He sees some like 6'8", tall, like thief in the night. Like Prince goes, what's up? Like, where you from? He goes, I don't know. I was supposed to meet my friend. Angel comes outside.
Oh.
Angel comes outside. Angel goes, what are you saying to him? I'm just like, I don't know. You could bring him inside. You can go have a good time. I don't know.
Wait, you just said I was like.
You nutty.
So anyway.
There you go. There you go, Prince. You did some bullshit.
So I don't know. Long story short, that nigga's in the league right now.
Oh shit.
That nigga's in the league. No kissing. Son.
Oh, no, I want to know who John this is.
That nigga,
Wait, so was Angel?
She, no, Angel a flare. You feel me? Angel not the real. Angel a flare. So like,
Okay.
Oh, so somebody in the league was fucking with a flip.
yeah. By the time niggas was in high school. Niggas was in
Okay.
high at the time. Niggas was in high school. This is right before.
So she was
Oh, so that's
playing with
that
you, and then
old.
and then right after, she had that
somebody-
nigga pull up to my party.
Oh,
Somebody-
she's Angel? Why you tripping?
No, nah. He trying to say somebody was not fucking around in their right segment. In their right, for me, in their right
Yeah,
bracket.
the bracket.
Bracket.
The brackets were off. Yeah.
Who are
Okay.
you?
Gotcha.
Well,
Interesting.
Right.
I am not
We're
surprised
gonna
by
talk
these
about
men.
that later.
Later.
Bravo's dirty laundry now.
Yeah, because you was not
Yeah.
gonna.
He thought he was low.
He thought he really did. He really did.
I really don't be having out dirty laundry. I don't know.
Oh
Like,
my God. Niggas who say they don't have dirty laundry be having the
Which one
dirtiest
is, right?
laundry.
what you talking about? What you want to
Get
get tell us?
You Haitian. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I got nothing to do.
Her Haitian business. Whew.
The
Okay.
And
worst.
shit.
Jeez, I don't like that.
You done to me.
I'm a victim.
Victim.
Oh, don't do that. Whoever, yo,
victim,
Nick
victim.
Palm, why you do that, bro? Come on, bro. You wildin'.
Okay, Daddy.
I have a surviving Haitian story myself.
Okay.
You
tell my
got it too,
story.
man.
What is that?
Haitian.
We'll get to that later. Get to your dirty laundry. Get to your dirty laundry.
What? There was a night.
Like,
It was a night.
They get juicy.
What?
I don't know.
Go
You gotta
on,
tell
me.
me.
It was
I
a
can
night.
make
What
it
happened
juicy
this
for you.
night?
Let's just say, if you know, you know. A lot of people ain't gonna know.
Yep.
A lot of people ain't gonna know. But I mean, courageous nights, I guess.
Okay.
Shit. He said, oh shit. Word.
Word, why? You ain't tell me.
You didn't say anything. Son said word.
All right, it was a night.
All right. Let's just say this memorable, this moment. It was a good. It was
You want to tell
something.
the story?
Yeah, we went all night.
Okay.
Okay, so you was fucking a girl. Okay.
All night. Okay, boom.
Yeah, but it kind of was like kind of crazy because it went from one place to another.
What's the other place?
It went from a car, then inside the crib, and
That's your dirty laundry?
yeah, and then
You stop it.
Are you kidding me?
and then
That
we
is
went
so
into
right.
my mom's bed.
No.
That's still so regular.
I mean, I said I really don't know how
Did
much.
you change the sheets or wash them or nothing? You left them like
That's
that?
real dirty laundry. Don't put it. That's real
I don't think I did.
I mean, that's trifling, but they ain't juicy enough.
That's not juicy. That's
not
what I'm
juicy
saying.
enough.
What you trying? What you really trying to hear?
All right, you ever cheated?
Hey, yo.
Oh.
What? Yo,
Be quiet.
Yes, I have.
Haitian
I cheated
man,
before.
Haitian man, don't cheat.
Yes, y'all.
He just said that he cheated. He just said
I've cheated once in my life.
once.
I've cheated once in my
And
life.
tell us that story. How'd you find out?
I mean, young Haitian men don't cheat. I'm
I
sorry.
told her.
You told her you
told
cheated?
her.
Why, your conscience was eating you
Yeah,
alive?
it was.
This
This was like a young dude. Like one thing with me, like I'm cool with my mom. So I'm real cool with my mom. Like she to me, she know the shits. So yeah, so she talked to me, she gave me game and all that stuff. So that was since we was young, since I was young type stuff. So I have this respect for women.
Okay.
Feel me? I gotta make sure I tap my boys. Like I had this respect. So when I got in the
Wait, but if you
relationship,
had that respect, why you cheat?
nah. Like the way it happened. I'm gonna be honest. I had this kind of room, like a cellar. I had the whole basement to myself.
Okay.
I was one of those.
You was lit.
I had a whole basement to myself.
Okay.
Like, nobody would come down.
Okay, Mr. Bitches.
Mr. Bitches, right?
It's not that. It's just that me and my mom been so cool, so that it was always better for me to have people over than for me to be outside.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, that's how anybody even had a green. Believe me, we could bring anybody over.
So that you ain't have to be outside.
You can't go everywhere.
Yeah, so we don't have to go outside. So what happens? The siblings, they have their own friends too. Yeah, they have their own friends too. So they bring their friends over. They bring their friends over and everything, and that's how that happens. Like, I'm in tune with
It was an accident, I
with a
guess.
sister friend. And things getting too a little litty. There's a little bit of we young, so wine do the job.
Yeah. Teleport?
I think it was. Yeah, we call it the bod. We call it the bodman. That and the black and
bodman.
mild was good enough back then. The kids.
Not the
Not the
Mustaine.
But I don't smoke my
Call them
don't
Mizzies. Call them Bud.
The Mizzy?
Yeah, but so yeah, one thing led to another.
Okay.
Some shit popped off, and then as everybody dipped, and then me again. Like I said, I had this respect. So then I just hold up. I got the whole thinking. I was like, damn, I just fucked up. Like, I just did something bad. I thought about it the night. Then I called her the next morning. I said, yo, listen, I got to talk to you.
Over the phone?
Yeah. I'm a kid.
Okay, yeah, you said go back.
I'm high school. I would have to get on the bus.
You
Two
were-
buses. I was going to have to get 2 buses, go over there just to say something.
What'd she say? Like,
I ain't gonna say too much, man.
did y'all break up?
Yeah, I mean, she's doing well now. We still cool.
Oh, okay.
Back then.
Back then, did we break up? Nah.
Y'all didn't break up because of that?
Wait, y'all didn't break up because of that?
Nah.
Like, how did she respond? Like, was
was
she
crying.
happy?
It hurt me that she was crying. I was like, damn.
What'd you do to make her feel
Did
better?
she get her lick back?
She probably did.
What I was going to ask.
She probably did. Matter of fact, she did. We gonna get into that.
You know,
She did. She always get their lick back. Definitely did. But we ain't gonna get into all that.
Wait, no. Can we hear about
Shout
the
out
lick
to
back?
her.
Can we? Yeah.
That's the juicy.
We gotta hear about the lick back.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. So, word. I guess over time, that happened. Over time, we still dealing with each other. I wasn't giving her the attention. I wasn't coming a certain way.
Yeah, you gotta redeem yourself, nigga. You did.
Yeah.
I'm saying what I wasn't doing. I know what had to be done. I'm just saying what I wasn't doing. So, what then happens is, yeah, I think we in high school. So, long story short, I started talking to somebody in my high school.
Yeah, sis.
Oh yeah, sis.
Wait, so y'all didn't go to the same
Savages.
school?
This is what I say. Savages. No, we weren't in the same school.
Okay, that make it worse. Yeah, I like that.
I'm telling you right now, that was planned out. She been plotting on son.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's why she activated the Gallus. Word the Capella. Feel me? That's why she.
Yo, it really be a girl that hurt niggas in the 8th grade, and they carry that shit for the rest of their life.
Nah, fuck all that. Like I said, we good, like we Gucci, like it ain't no love lost, you feel me? Wish the best, real rap, like on the new relationship and all that. I'm not that type of person. So, but yeah, when it was going on during the time, like, I was just like, oh, okay. But you don't know. But Haitian men, they gonna put that rice and sauce spot to work. They gonna put that tough skin on, and it's like, I'm good.
Oh, nah,
man.
she know.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
She
you
know.
do? I bet, so don't fall for it no more.
You don't got
Just
the
know.
surviving story. You still in the
You
story.
still in the story.
Oh, yeah, good job, son. Good job, son. Yeah, good job, son.
We're 2 years now.
Still in the game, coach.
They got me.
Still in the game.
The black rice, they got me. I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, nah, I got up out of there. Shitting me.
It's not the word. But before we close things up, what can we look forward to from y'all? Let's get the Illest Girls, exclusive. What
Drop.
we?
A lot of jobs.
Yeah.
It's about to be a savvy summer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I like
Double S.
savvy. We savvy.
YSB.
She into him. She know
savvy
a little
Boston.
something. But we about to have a savvy summer. Like definitely y'all gonna be in tune.
Right.
Definitely gonna be calling on y'all. But all y'all niggas out there better be in tune too. That's how we coming.
All right.
A lot of vids, a lot of clothes coming.
We about to go crazy.
Merch for the girlies.
Yeah, of course.
Especially when y'all come back here.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right.
When we come back
Facts.
here,
We're gonna need y'all to come out real quick,
We
Show your
outside.
face.
Oh, yeah, we
Hold it
outside.
down.
Show Phoebe.
We outside.
Phoebe's face.
It's summertime.
I'll
This
show
is
you
our season.
Show some
Well, it's not
love.
summertime yet, but
Baby.
when that weather break,
Okay.
the Illest Girls next door don't be next door. We be outside.
Y'all caught me slipping one time. Y'all caught me slipping one time outside.
Who?
Y'all did.
We did?
Yeah, I did. I didn't even know the whole movement at the time though. Y'all caught me slipping though. I did. I don't know if y'all was hosting at a bar at that party, but it was at one of my people's spots at the house.
Oh.
We been
Shout
to the
out,
house
shout out.
mad times.
Yeah.
No, I think
nah,
you
but y'all was
talking about
doing. Yeah, I think Cash was
party.
doing something, and he had y'all there too.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah,
That's
Cash probably
alright.
mad at us because we was definitely supposed to do Bottle Wars yesterday.
He be alright.
So.
Shout out to that
Like
man
Cash.
too. But nah, definitely we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be getting in tune with a lot of people, putting a lot of things in motion, savvy ways.
Well, shout
RIP the house.
Word, RIP the house.
Oh nah, don't RIP that. If you in tune, you in tune. Believe me, that shit gonna come back better than
It
ever.
needs to.
Oh,
Say
it's
less.
on the move. It's on the move. I
Alright.
promise you, it's on the move.
Shout to ourselves
I
out,
mean?
let them know your Instagram name. And
Go ahead, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
I'm YSB, YSB Kilo, YSB_Kilo on Instagram.
YSB_Lodge. 2 J's.
2 J's.
2 J's.
And it's your boy TuSav, aka Bravo. You can follow me on IG at TuSavBrav. Get in tune. Savvy season.
Savvy Summer. But this is Illest Girls next door. and we will be back.
Bye.
Great show. Great.
What's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the Illest Girls Next Door
You can bump it in your stereo.
on BoominLive.com.